the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Huston Cougars. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Huston Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Huston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cyclones offense will get the ball first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Bro, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And guys, this 3rd and long is not exactly how they drew it up. Hopefully it's not an indication of what we'll see the rest of the game. Looking for his man in the middle. Makes the grab on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
He'll toss him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking for a crease, it's Lee.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. On the move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Trying to find the end zone.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Houston's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. He'll keep it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point was good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw, it's Dotson. Working that wide receiver screen. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Cyclones, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He'll pitch it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thurman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Using his legs, it's Butler. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt.
Number 91 on to punt it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. He's got 42 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. Goes to the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Dotson. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He'll take it himself. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Wide open makes the catch. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the 1st half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Nestled just inside that right upright. This is now a 7-point game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first, turning it on!
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a man. It's Mahad. Makes a grab over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Houston going up tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Butler. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback extends the play. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. They try to pop a run on the draw. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Auburn. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll toss it. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Iowa State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
17, Houston 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Snagged out of the air. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught over the middle. It's Thurman. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass, it's Mahan. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great at it.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And first down for the offense.
The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston wants to play fast. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Mahad. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give and tick, 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 tick. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll pull it down. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Bill.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To the air, it's Mahad. Steps away to find some room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Butler. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to throw. It's Mahan. They're setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.